Okay, there we go. We're live, I think. So, I apologize for this. Actually, let me just make sure we're actually live because this has happened to me several times. Okay, yes, we are live. Okay, so I apologize for that happening. My power went out. As I said earlier in the stream, I betted that my power went out, and it did. But the severe thunderstorm warning was allowed to expire, but I'm going to keep the stream going for a little bit longer because we do have some near severe thunderstorms stretching across from Navasota to Montgomery. And this is still over my house, but it's not raining nearly as much as it was earlier. And did the stream just crash again? Oh, the bit rate dropped. Okay, I'll let it be. All right. So I'm pretty sure we're still live. I hope we didn't just immediately crash again. But I guess I'll talk about this. So this is a very large, near severe thunderstorm warning. Well, it's actually a special weather statement, but I would prefer to call it it's a warning for near severe thunderstorms. So storms that are not quite severe, but they're strong. And it extends all the way from Washington, Brazos, and Grimes County, all the way into Liberty and in the North Houston area. So this is a very large warning, and it is for a large group of strong thunderstorms that are generally moving south, and they are believed to be yielding. They're believed to be possibly producing wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour and half-inch hail. Half-inch is not a good analogy for what hail size this is, but I can't think of anything better, so we're just going to say half-inch. And these are generally going to be moving south. How fast are they moving? These are moving south at 15 miles per hour. Of course, there's going to be some difference in the speed and direction of some storms, but they're all generally moving that direction and speed. So this cluster of thunderstorms is not alone. It's also on the other side of the Brazos Valley is this cluster of thunderstorms, which is a lot more significant, but I'm not talking about them because they are not in this area. Specifically this one, which is producing 70 mile per hour winds moving into Austin, which is pretty significant, if you ask me. Still, this one's warned, of course, obviously this isn't for our area, but this one's warned for 70 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. So, very interesting. But these storms may be moving towards our area. They're moving generally east-southeast, but I actually just do southeast. But I think they're going to miss our area, or at least the northern edge is going to clip our area. And they are riding on a cold front, which the cold front will hit us, but it may not bring storms with it. However, next we should expect a decent temperature drop going into next morning, because if we look at here, Austin Bergstrom International Airport 29 minutes ago reported 84 degrees, while Lampasas reported 70 degrees. So you can tell there's definitely a large temperature shift across that front. Yeah, if we just go back here, of course, these are the main threat right now. These storms, like I said earlier, are no longer severe, but I'm just going to cover them until they leave the area since, well, I have nothing else to do tonight. I've done all my finals. I have nothing less to study for. Here's the cloud heights. The deeper colors are taller clouds. Some very tall clouds over here. What is that? 58,000 feet near the Louisiana border. But not really so much. Usually with storms, the storms with taller cloud heights will be more severe. So the two the two biggest storms near us are this one, which is just over Yarborough, just east of Navasota at 31,000 feet, and this one, which is literally over my house, just north of Plantersville at 32,000 feet. And as you can see, they pretty much align with the reflectivity radar product we have here. Reflectivity is the radar product that most people think of when they think of radar. It's the, what I'm showing you now. Did that get updated? I got a notification about a special weather statement. Did it get extended? Maybe? I don't know. But yeah. So, by the way, if y'all see me look over here, it's because I have a bunch of weather stuff over here. I have my laptop, which runs feed from the National Weather Service, and I have another radar display over here. I have my weather radio, and I have my phone, which, well, the phone can just be anything. All right. So since this is kind of boring, I'm going to talk about the flooding threat and kind of the severe threat. The severe threat today isn't really much to write home about. See, originally in my forecast video and specifically the text post I put this morning on the Instagram page, let me turn off radar. We were under a 2 out of 5 severe weather risk. That 2 out of 5 has shifted to the west, so we're now only under a 1 out of 5. And the primary threat to this 1 out of 5 seems to be, it seems to be a co-dominant threat with wind and hail. Tornado threat, I don't think you have to worry about the tornado threat tonight. It's really non-existent. So just small hail and some gusty winds are just the main threats tonight, which are being shown by this line right here. But I do want to talk about the flooding threat tonight and over the next few days. The flooding threat is actually kind of significant. So the Weather Prediction Center here has put this giant area of Texas under a 2 out of 4 of risk of flash flooding. And what that means is that within any point where it's yellow, within 20 miles of any point of yellow, there is at least 15% chance of flash flooding. And of course, that doesn't really mean much here since we're deep in the yellow. But that means that heavy rain is almost certain tonight. And well, it's already happened at my house. But more is possible. And then we have a flash flooding threat every day for the next 5 days. So today's a 15%. Tomorrow's downgraded to a 5%. So heavy rain is still possible tomorrow. I will probably make some sort of post on this tomorrow. Probably not a video. Day 3 is, if it loads. Okay. Day 3 is mostly a 15% for most of the area except for Todd Mission, which decides to get left out at only 5%. Day 4 is, if it loads, I'm pretty sure it was also 5%. I checked these a lot, so I'm pretty sure. Except for this northwest corner. It's mostly 5%. And then day 5 is also 15%. So that is, I'm going to give a summary of that. So today, Thursday, and Saturday, there is a flooding is very much possible. And Wednesday and today through Saturday, including Wednesday and Friday, heavy rain is expected, but just not to the same level as today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's kind of confusing. The way I described that, that's pretty confusing, but I don't know. I'll probably explain it in other text posts over the course of the days. All right, so the peak of these strong thunderstorms, they're over Plantersville, and they're continuing to move south. Let me show the trend here. Okay, so here's the trend. Actually, they're not even really moving; they're kind of just developing, but they are moving very slowly. I think it said 15 miles per. Okay, that's not loading. Okay, never mind. A1 light. Oh, and one last thing with the rainfall for now. I want to show y'all this is not the rainfall for today, but this is the rainfall for today to 7 days out. So it's the total rainfall out of the next 7 days that includes today. I don't know how much rainfall we're gonna get today. I'll figure that out in the morning. I might post it. If you didn't know, every morning I have a rain gauge out behind my house, and every morning I go out there, I check it, and I report the results to a organization I'm a part of. So I might report what I find out there to the Instagram, I guess. But this is the total rain expected over the next 7 days. 5 inches. That is the highest I've seen in a while. Yeah, it's 5 inches all through Grimes County and 7 inches not far south. And even there's parts of 10 inches west of Beaumont. Of course, that's nowhere near here, but that's kind of insane. 10 inches. But yeah, of course, there's no guarantee we're going to get that much rain. I kind of hope we do. It would definitely help fight off the last remnants of the drought we have here, which is not really much of a drought anymore. Everything in this yellow is no longer in drought status. Instead, it's just abnormally dry, and that includes basically just everything south of Anderson. And then everything north of Anderson is still in moderate drought, but despite the name, that is the lowest level of drought that you can have. But I think this is going to be downgraded to abnormally dry soon, and we might get completely removed from this map, which would be very good, because no one likes drought. All right. Strong thunderstorms still moving out. I say these aren't even thunderstorms anymore. This is just a heavy shower, and these are just some light showers. There's rain over my house, but I don't hear it. So I guess it's light enough. But I was really hearing it earlier. Okay, I think my stream is buffering again. It's okay. There's no one watching. I'm just going to periodically check on the storms. These storms have already entered Austin. They're still moving towards us. 70-mile-per-hour winds. The storm that's producing 70-mile-per-hour winds, well, it's a large one. But it honestly, I'm going to say this one's probably not going to make it to our area, considering it's moving due southeast. It's going to move into the Sugar Land area, but not here. As for here, the most likely pair of storms that would hit here were probably to be the ones up here north of Gerald. And speaking of that, they just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. $half size tail. Cool, I don't care. All right. No. HGX. All right, I'm probably going to end the stream kind of soon in a few minutes, since even though this special weather statement goes for another 27 minutes, the storms that are concerning for Grimes County are pretty much moving out by now. I mean, these are barely thunderstorms anymore. These are thunder showers, maybe just showers. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, this stream is not nearly as eventful as the last one on Mother's Day, where we had the baseball-sized hail and 80-mile-per-hour winds. I still can't believe that happened. I mean, I was not prepared for that. I just started the live stream on a whim because there was a severe thunderstorm warning for Richards. And it just went into all that. I think we were live for like 3 hours. This stream's been only going for 15, I think. Well, 15 plus the segment that we recorded before my power went out. But a few minutes ago, when I was waiting for my power to come back on, I went outside and I recorded a video, and I'm probably about to post that to ASO Weather. It was just a video of the heavy rain, or the torrential rainfall outside my house. I looked for any hailstones because I was warned. I was under that severe thunderstorm warning for quarter-sized hail, but I didn't find any. I hear June bugs slamming into my window. They really want to come in tonight. I mean, they do every night, but I'm gonna read the. There's pretty much, Matthew. There's pretty much no lightning nearby, or at least in the southern Grimes County storms. There's pretty much no lightning. These little lightning bolts you see down here, they're usually pretty accurate. And I mean, I haven't heard any thunder, but these are out in far southern Grimes, like Whitehall. So I don't think these probably are not thunderstorms anymore. They've been weakening over the past few minutes. They're probably just thunder showers, as I like to call them. Yeah, I'm looking at the cloud top height here, and the clouds have fallen significantly, so it looks like they're dying. This one's still a little bit tall, but nowhere near compared to the actual severe like this is a severe thunderstorm right here, like 56,000 feet. That's a self-sustaining thunderstorm. The ones over here used to be like the one that was warned for quarter-sized hail that I started this stream for. It used to be a little bit higher, but it's since fallen apart. And it wasn't able to sustain itself. So it collapsed from the top down, and they're actively doing that right now. All of them are kind of collapsing, except these. But that's Louisiana. We don't care about that. Differential. Just looking at random radar products right here. Velocity. Looks like there's some strong winds east of Atascocita. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I spelled that right. 40 miles per hour. 50 miles per hour. Okay. What is that? Okay, that is fake. That's almost 60. It could be real. I'm very bored right now, to be honest. I hear like I have extremely distant rumbling, so I assume that's these occasional lightning strikes down here. Read the warning. Okay, this expires in 23 minutes still. I don't think I'm going to keep the stream going for 23 minutes. The statement still cites frequent cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with these storms. I guess that's talking about the storms to the east. There's nothing here, really. Oh, I can't believe I'm just now mentioning this. There's a severe thunderstorm watch just to the west of us for Brazos County, Washington County, and Burleson County. This includes Bryan, College Station, Milliken, a sliver of Navasota, Brenham, Somerville, Caldwell, Lexington, Giddings. Basically everything west of us is under a severe thunderstorm watch. I wouldn't be surprised if that watch gets extended east to cover us too. I don't know. How often do you get atmospheric rivers at your place? I don't know. I haven't really. I've never really heard of any atmospheric rivers, in Southeast Texas, at least in a while. This is just a typical cold front, I think. No, not that. Wait, does that kind of? doesn't. Okay. Still that. All right, I'm gonna talk long term for a second since I don't know what else to say. All right, so this is kind of this is the long term precipitation model, or this isn't long term. This is day 6 to 10, and in meteorology and in weather, when we're talking about days like if we say day 1, day 2, day 3, we're not talking about like May 1st, May 2nd. We're talking about how many days from the day that the forecast is issued. So, for example, if you're looking at the Storm Prediction Center's day 2 categorical or day 2 tornado risk, we're not talking about like June 2nd or May 2nd. We're talking about one day from now. Like day 1 is the day that it's being issued. Day 2 is the next day. Day 3 is the day after that, and so on. So, like, for example, day 1 would be Tuesday, since today's Tuesday. Day 2 would be Wednesday, so on. I had to explain that real quick. So if we look at this is day 6 through 10. So it's 6. This time frame is 6 days from now through 10 days from now. And this shows a 60% chance of above normal precipitation, and we are included in it. So that makes me think that we'll have decent precipitation in this area. And then day 8 through 14 is 40% chance. So it's going to slow down a little bit. But it's going to remain at least slightly above normal precipitation for a while, which is good. Something that is not good, however, is the temperature. The 6 through 10 day temperature prediction is expected to be near normal through 6 through 10, but then it's going to get a little bit warm. Actually, it's still normal through 8 through 14, but then week 3 through 4, which operates on the same way the day system does, it's above normal, and that's all it goes. Oh, okay. And then the 3-month thing is also above normal, which, I mean, it's not really that much a surprise. It's spring in Texas. It's always going to be above normal. I don't think normal even exists. But the temperature temperatures don't really bother me that much. What bothers me is that is like drought status. I hate droughts. I'm glad we're getting a lot of rain now. Rain now, not right now. All right, so the storms have pretty much cleared up at my house. This little thunder shower over here, it's moving out. Let me check. Okay, the clouds are still falling, so the sky's falling. No. I'm gonna call it a day right here. So if anything more happens within the next 30 minutes, we'll probably go live. Other than that, or for this group of storms, if this group of storms poses a severe threat to Grimes County, we'll probably go live. This group, however, if this does get to this area, it's gonna arrive late at night. So I'm probably not going to be live for that because I want to sleep. So I guess if anything like really bad happens, stay weather aware. And I'll probably make a text post tomorrow talking about, because every day basically through the next 5 days is expected to have rainfall. As you can see, these are the you can't really see it. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I would show you the rainfall chances for every day, but they're just off screen. I can't move it, so I'll just read it off. Today it says 64% chance. Obviously, this should be 100% because it's already rained at my house. Tomorrow is 90% chance, and Thursday is 88. Friday is 79. Saturday is 83. Sunday is 80. and Monday is 76. And that's as far as it goes, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes farther than that. So today kind of weird day in weather. I mean, we started off with that weird wall of rain in the morning, and then we're doing this, and then later tonight there's the this thing that's going to be approaching us, I think. Let me check this thing. All right, I'm just reading the severe thunderstorm watch. This severe thunderstorm watch is just to the west of us. I mean, it's just west of the Navasota River. I wouldn't be surprised if they extended it into our area, but if they did, it would be like late at night, so I probably wouldn't be able to cover it at all. But let me. All right, yeah, most of the thunderstorms are moving out, so and I'm probably not gonna make a live stream later. If these storms change direction and suddenly produce an EF5 tornado by God's will, then I'll probably make a live stream. Of course, that's not going to happen. But so this will probably be last time I'll talk to you guys tonight. So good night. Stay weather aware.